Hello and welcome. It's been quite a while. I did a video with the E46 M3. It's been doing its thing, running strong. It's very interesting for me to say, but this has been my most reliable car this year. I have had a few issues, one of which we're going to talk about today. In fact, my biggest issue I've had since I bought the car, but it's been flawless. This has been my daily driver. It's pretty much taken me everywhere for most of the year. I've used it to haul stuff, move stuff back and forth, and it's been incredible. The previous video I did, I kind of feel bad for it because I just ended up bashing the car for the entire video, talking about all the issues, which yes, it does have some issues. The biggest issue, which I kind of want to center the video around, is my EML issue. And EML is this. It's a myriad of issues. It can mean anything from an exhaust issue to the coolant issue to the breather box, to the steering issue. It could mean a variety of things, even the variable valve timing and the secondary airing. All of those things could be looped into an EML issue, which this car had. This is the issue that I'm talking about. I knew it had the EML issue. I bought it with the EML issue, but I didn't understand at the time how difficult it was going to be to get fixed. First few weeks trying to do the obvious, my friend and I, we cleaned out the secondary air system. We checked the exhaust for any leaks, did a smoke test, but I was still having issues. Every time I rev above 3,000 RPMs, it just sort of goes into limp mode and I have to either pull over, turn it off and turn it back on. It left me stranded once where it just completely shut off, but I parked, let it cool down for a bit and turned it back on. I struggled to find what the cause of the EML issue was. After a smoke test was done and the exhaust was checked, there were no leaks. It was time to take it to BMW. So I took it to BMW, a local BMW dealership here. They realized that the ECU hasn't been updated in a very long time. My buddy over there helped me upgrade the ECU, and once that was done, I expected it to run flawlessly. So I got the ECU tuned and it ran fine for like a few days and I thought it was fixed. But I was going on one morning and the car tripped off as it normally does, and it was in limp mode for a very long time at this point. I turned it off like I usually do, turned it back on. It didn't come on. It just stayed in limp mode. It was really scary. I thought I had done it, but after a few minutes, it just, fixed itself. This continued for quite a while, actually. I was honestly starting to lose sleep over the EML issue because I was wondering what could be wrong. I was very scared of what could have gone wrong and how expensive it was going to be to fix. I decided I was going to just take the car and get it back to OEM, get the internals back to OEM as OEM as possible. The first one was getting an OEM mass airflow sensor, switch that, cost me about 200 bucks, not cheap. And then I decided to take the breather box back to OEM. Finding an OEM breather box was not easy. They're very expensive. On eBay, they are just about this price up here. I'm just going to put a picture up there. They are not cheap. I contacted the old owner and I asked him if he had the old breather box, and luckily for me, he did. But it had been cut off because it was transformed to an aftermarket intake. It had been sawed off at the end, and I ended up just gorilla gluing them together. Them on just to keep the air going in, and after a few hours of letting it dry, I put it on. I put the mass airflow sensor back on. I set everything as much as I can and it works. I'm going to show you what the setup is right now. So this is the stock air box that was put back in. To be honest, I've been running it like this for maybe 2 months. So now that we are affirmative that works, and that's the issue because I've not had any EML light since this went in. So now I can basically take this off, and I think I can even take this off right now, to be honest, but well, maybe later. But I can take it off and get it properly corrected. Now that we have this fixed, everything can get clean, and this piece can now be bought later on eBay. But yeah, that's what it looks like right now. I didn't want to jinx it. I didn't want to put out a video very quickly to say it's fixed until I knew it was for sure fixed. I've been running it now for 3 months and it hasn't given me any issues. It runs every day, starts up nice. I've done an oil change, a filter change on the car, preventative maintenance. I wasn't too sure when the last one was done. It was my first experience using liquid moly. Here's kind of like the best. There's a hype around liquid moly, but I used liquid moly for the oil change. I used the recommended amount of oil. I got that changed, got the air filter fixed, and it's worked just fine. I have had no issues, no concerns. I've pretty much taken the E46 everywhere. Like I said in the beginning, it's been my daily driver and it's been a rock. I've got 2 other cars that have been constantly garbage this year, breaking down constantly, being fixed constantly. I'm going to try to do my best to put more videos out on those cars and what I've been doing. The previous video before this was a valve cover gasket change for one of the cars that still hasn't been running very well. I'll try to get more videos out for that, but this has been tremendous and I truly love this car. I'm going to try to do more videos on the E46. Just let me know what you want to see, what you like, if you want to see more content about getting it done, because there's still a few stuff to do. There's the hood, the bumper, some paint corrections. The hood is chipping pretty bad. I'm not too sure if I am going to keep the carbon fiber. I said that in my previous video, and something done to it. I can't really say for sure, so you're gonna have to wait till the next video to see that. But there's a few things that I plan to do to the hood. Should be able to show you in the next video with the E46 M3 and the bumper. Maybe get that looking a little nicer. One thing I did do was get a new set of tires. The back tires were completely bald, so I had to get those replaced. Fast Auto Concepts, downtown Toronto, were able to hook me up with a set of tires. Nothing fancy. I'm running currently a staggered setup, so the back tires were a little harder than I anticipated to get, but I got that, and that's what is being run on the car. I'm just gonna try to do more videos with the car, tell you what I'm doing. I'll show you all of the updates that have been made or that will be made with the E46 M3. It's been rock solid. I completely love it, and yeah, that's pretty much it for this video. Thanks guys, and I'll see you next time.